A track that has a very, very sick video, and I'm being modest. That was LEVELMAN with Hoodie right there. We're joined by the man himself in the building. Welcome, brother.
What? Go on. What's good? What's good?
I like the fact you say it with your chest when you talk about how sick your video was. What did you just say to me a minute ago, bro?
Like I said, listen, on top of how modest I am, I can't hide the fact that I've got one of the baddest videos last year. Like, trust me, Hoodie, you see that song you just heard? Go and check out the video. It's called Hoodie by LEVELMAN. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
And you know what? There's a lot of lines in that record that made me laugh about various things that you did do in your hoodie.
Yeah.
Looks like you're getting into trouble with your girl finding certain things.
All of it. All of the experiences are in there, man. Everything I experienced is in that song there.
Is there anything that hasn't been experienced in the hoodie? That's a fair question.
No.
Brixton in the building. Welcome, bruv. It's good to have you here.
What's up, Jay, man? What's good, man?
I feel like the connection is long overdue, but it's happened quite quickly as well.
It's happened so fast.
Because I'll let you tell the story. How did we connect?
Well, I saw a post. I think I'm a hustler, first of all, so I look at the people around me and what they're doing and who they're doing it with, and then I'll basically like follow who they're doing things with if I like the look of what they're doing and how they're going on with it. So that's what I done when it came to you. I saw you in a post. I'm not gonna say whose post it was because that's gonna bait out my thing. But yeah, I saw Jay on a post and I said, yeah, I like this. I looked at his Instagram. I liked the way he was moving, so I said, yeah, you know what? Let me holler at him and just show him the respects and just show him quickly more about me, innit? So it's not coming across like just some any guy.
Yeah, of course. The right energy.
To show him, to put the right balance of energy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's it right there.
Exactly, and I can't remember if it was me who hit you up first or you who hit me up. So you filled in a few blanks for me there because my memory isn't great. Yeah. But yeah, we connected, and then we started talking straight away about tracks and bits and pieces like that. And then I had to fling you a record.
Trust me, you had to dash me the record. Trust me. Yeah, man. I asked for that, man. I asked for that record. He dashed me the record and said, yeah. And then I got it back to him as quick as possible, and it was a wrap.
Exactly. We're going to get into that in just a moment. But just before we started talking, we played the track from you called Hoodie, which was your debut single. Yeah. Correct?
Yeah.
Now you can kind of look back on that. How do you feel that kind of process went, the reception, what you learned, all that good stuff?
Yeah, well, at first, it was an independent move with me and my guy, G, who's with me right now. My cousin, it was an independent move. We had this idea for a long time and how we was going to launch for the following year. This was year 2018 when we first thought of, when we, came up with the track, and then we was thinking of the video and all sorts, and then 2019, the beginning of 2000. In fact, this day, last year, was the day that Hoodie came out. The 20th. Last year.
You're getting verification. Yeah.
So that's it's a special day right now. So we're you're now experiencing, the what should we call it? The anniversary of Hoodie, you know what I'm saying? So the process it took long because at the same time I was launching, I was learning at the same time as well about the scene and how I'm gonna do things and whatnot. So yeah, man, it was a battle, but it was a lovely struggle.
And I know for you from phone calls that we've had, and it's good to bring that conversation now to radio so people listening in can hear as well, that even though that was the debut track musically and your kind of affiliates and who you've been around and what's been going on and the music you've been absorbing, that has been going on for quite a while.
Quite a while. Trust me, I've been on the scene for a very long time. Like I've been on Lord of the Decks. This was before Lord of the Mics. For those that don't know, if it wasn't for Lord of the Decks, I don't think there would be a Lord of the Mics. That's just my opinion anyway, but I don't know the facts. But I was on Lord of the Decks. I was on a little cypher with a couple spitters, and I won that cypher. So from then, my name started floating around. There weren't really internet weren't popping then. So I was floating around DVDs and whatnot, and I had a couple videos with what I featured on Channel U at the time. So Yeah, man, I've been on the scene a while.
And that's the origins and kind of your kind of first like toe in the water kind of thing from back there.
Yeah.
So back now with all the changes that we've had, and now we talk about you putting out tracks now and everything around it.
Yeah.
Is that a challenge? Is that a good challenge? Is that something that like stresses you out? How different things are now in terms of getting your music out there?
Well, to me, I love it because like I can do anything I want to do. Do you know what I'm saying? When I want to do it. If I want to put out a track tonight, I can do that because you know how the things are now. Like, you know, there's internet access. You could just bang your thing anywhere. It doesn't matter. So yeah, man, I love the way it's going. It's not a challenge. It's the only challenge. The only challenge is to basically stay consistent. You know what I'm trying to say?
Have that good momentum.
That good momentum, because so much people are sick out here and they're going quick with it as well. So you got to stay up, stay awake, keep going. You got to go forward fast.
And one such example of that whole attitude and energy is on the track Who Are You as well, because you turned that around very quickly.
Yeah.
So did you already have the idea in mind about the record and it was just the beat you needed, or is it the beat and then went from there?
Jay, this is something you may not know, but this song was based on our conversation that we had, our first conversation. And I don't know if you could remember, but I introduced you as a person that's kind of known in the scene. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I got friends that are doing their thing right now. There's a lot of people from Brixton that are doing their thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, I've done a lot of things with them in the past, innit? And I've been in the same rooms with these guys. So I thought, you know what, let me introduce myself that way. And based on our conversation, that's what the song was about. So that was done in, like, I done that to actually show you my skills as well at the same time. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, like, that's why I thought, raw, you know what should I spit? You know what, let me keep it real and just boom.
Well, that's what I really liked about the track as well, is you told that story, but in your own way, in your own voice, in your own kind of style.
I spoke what you said in my own voice. Yeah.
Exactly. I think it's time right now at Pyro that we get into that track. I'd love it if you could introduce it for us, please, bro.
Yeah, so right now you're about to listen to Who Are You by LEVELMAN, J Fresh on the buttons. Jeez.
Brand new. Grime for 2020, LEVELMAN, Who Are You? Time to hold out. Who are you? Good to have you here in the building, brother.
Yes, my guy. Trust me.
Now, this is just the beginning of an onslaught of records for 2020 from you, isn't it?
Just the beginning, bro. Trust me, man. It's crazy. Like, I'm mad excited because, like, I got fire out already, but the flames that I got that's coming is just... It's just crazy, G. It's mad. It's mad.
So are we looking at a series? Is it like a single, a bigger project with singles around? How are you approaching your journey? Because everyone does it differently.
Yeah. Well, last year I did nothing but singles. This year I'm doing singles, but I'm working on something. Don't know when I'm gonna put out the big project. I've got a few EPs coming out. Soon. Yeah. So I'm just working on that right now. I've done all the singles are ready for this year, ready to go. So I'm just having fun with it right now, man.
And do you know what? When there's a lack of pressure, when you can be creatively kind of happy and do your thing, it's a really good place to be, and I find.
Yeah, it is. It's not about the stress thing, man. It's not about that. We don't do stress around it.
No, we don't like that.
We don't deal with that.
So part of the journey of being an artist is being able to take criticism, either constructive from the good people around you, or those people online who just there's no holds barred when people talk online. It's mad. So for you, how do you handle that side of things? Do you embrace the criticism, or is that a challenge?
Well, it's not a challenge. I've said in one of my bars that I've learned how to take criticism from being criticized from people that ain't wise to make them feel better.
And how do you take that?
I take it like just tap on the shoulder. Like, I just take it. Cool. It's because at the end of the day, it's, you know what? Some people, I'm good at taking in what I want to take in. If someone gives me good criticism, I know good criticism from bad criticism, innit? So sometimes you got to watch out for the haters. Sometimes people try and say things to just knock you off of what you're doing. Sometimes people are really saying things that meant to push you.
You can take on board and process.
So yeah, I could process it. I take my time to process things. Sometimes if someone says something, like if someone criticizes my work or whatever, I'll just chill on it for a couple of days and really think about it. And if it's bullshit to me, it's bullshit. Sorry if
you are allowed to talk like that on Pyro.
Okay,
Big up to Lee and Antonio and Rich. So we carry on, bro.
Yes.
No, it's good, man. Now listen, not only do I feel like you are in a good place, but you are definitely the kind of guy that I feel can kind of sit down, enjoy that fizzy orange drink out of a champagne glass and just be enjoying life.
You don't know. Yeah, true? You see it. Yeah, man. It's all over the gram, man. You see it. Trust me, man. I'm you know, as much as I'm, you know, like a good calm guy, I'm from the hood, man, so I'm gonna do some hood stuff. You might see me drinking tango from a champagne glass. I'll slip up and do that sort of stuff. That's just me, man.
I mean, are we always choosing tango over Fanta, or is it kind of much for much?
You know what, like, that's a good question. You know what, like, they're both as bad as each other. How about that? They're both as bad as each other.
I feel like you're pushing for that drink sponsorship right there. You're like, Tango Fanta, come at me.
You never know.
Who's got the biggest checkbook? Come at me, bro.
You never know. Might have to go with Lucozade. You never know.
Wow.